Welcome back to A Pensacola Perspective, a bi-weekly pulse on real community life within Escambia County and our surrounding areas. I'm Tyler L. Davis, the founder of A Pensacola Perspective and a lifetime local to Escambia County. This podcast is about highlighting issues and sparking ideas that matter most to folks in Escambia and Santa Rosa counties. Today I'm kicking off with one of the biggest issues we're facing: how we live, where we live, and what's changing about our home here on the Gulf Coast. Let's talk about what it feels like just trying to live around here lately. Rent prices, sky high. Whether you're in Pensacola, Gulf Breeze, Milton, or anywhere in between, you've probably felt the pressure. People who've lived here for years are suddenly being priced out of neighborhoods they grew up in. And folks who are trying to move out on their own for the first time or start a family are finding something affordable is like chasing a ghost from the past. It's not even just the rent. It's about what's happening to the land here too. We're seeing the pattern play out. Overdevelopment in some areas where condos and strip malls pop up seemingly overnight, yet just down the road we've got blocks full of vacant homes, abandoned properties, and empty lots collecting weeds and wasted potential. We've got land. We're just not using it in a way that helps the people who actually live here. And then there's the reality for first-time home buyers. Between rising interest rates, rising prices, and shrinking inventory, it's becoming nearly impossible for the average working person, even with two incomes, to break into the market. You shouldn't need a six-figure job or a trust fund to buy a starter home in Escambia or Santa Rosa County. One of the biggest shifts, though, short-term rentals and out-of-town investors. These aren't local families buying homes to live in. These are corporate buyers or second home owners scooping up properties to Airbnb them out, pushing up prices and pushing long-term residents out. It's not that people shouldn't be able to invest in the area. That's not what I'm saying. But when housing becomes a commodity instead of a home, we lose the heartbeat of our community. We lose our block cookouts, we lose our porch waves, we lose the neighbors who know your kids by name. So what can we do about it? Well, what if we reimagine what home ownership could look like in our area? What if we flip the script? What if instead of chasing what the market tells us we can afford, we built systems to make housing actually work for the people who live here? Here are a few ideas I've been thinking about. Community land trust. Imagine if a neighborhood bought the land under its own feet, together. A community land trust is a nonprofit model where the land is owned collectively, and homes are leased at fair fixed prices that don't shoot up just because the zip code got hot. It keeps housing affordable long-term, not just until the next sale. What if Escambia or Santa Rosa tried this in areas like Brownsville or Century or Ferry Pass? Places with history, places with potential. Modest, modular, and local. We could build more small homes, modular units, and multi-family options that aren't massive developments. Local builders could be hired for small-scale community projects, especially ones that offer rent-to-own opportunities for working people, or homes prioritized for teachers, veterans, and caretakers already serving the area. Transitional housing that leads somewhere. Right now we have shelters, we have apartments, but we're missing a middle step. Transitional housing with a purpose. What if our residents could earn ownership over time by contributing to neighborhood programs like mentoring, cleanup crews, or community events? Your work and heart go into the block, and a part of the block becomes yours. Local first policies. One of the last options that we could push for are policies that prioritize local builders over outside investors, especially when tax liens or foreclosed homes go up for sale. If you've got a Florida ID, no other properties, maybe you could get first dibs. That one little change could help more people stay in their communities instead of watching them get bought up and flipped for someone else's profit. These ideas aren't about stopping growth. They're about shaping it. We can't stop people from moving here, but we can decide how we build it, who we build for, and what kind of future we want to live in. New roots, old soil. Honoring the culture while growing the community. So let's talk about something that's just as important as prices, policies, and land. That's the people. Because the truth is, Pensacola is growing. Gulf Breeze, Navarre, Pace, Milton, all of it. People are coming here from all over. Some are coming for the beach, some for the military, some because it's just more affordable than where they came from. But with that growth comes tension, and I'm seeing it from all sides. Longtime locals feel that they're being pushed out, and in a sense, it truly does feel like that. Lifetime locals feel like they're being pushed out, like their neighborhoods are changing overnight, like they're watching their hometown turn into something they don't recognize. And the folks moving here, well, many of them want to contribute, but they don't always know how to do that in a way that respects what's already here, as well as the people who are already here. Sure, we can seem a little prickly, but how would you feel if a bunch of people or things moved into your space, they disrespected your space, they didn't know they were disrespecting your space, and they continue to poke fun or push the buttons of those around them? We're not being good neighbors to one another across the board. And so here's my final take. You don't have to be from here to be for here. You just have to show up the right way. That might mean shopping at the corner store instead of the chain just up the street. That might mean joining a cleanup crew, showing up to a city council meeting, or buying from a local artist or food vendor instead of just ordering online. It means learning our history, the good, the bad, and everything in between, and then helping us write the next chapter with integrity and care. The culture here is deep, from the porch swings to the fish fries to the way we look out for each other after storms. It's not something to replace. It's something to respect, to join, and to build on. So if you're new to the area, welcome. But don't just build a fence. Build a relationship. If you've been here for a while, don't be afraid to lead with love. There's still a chance to shape what this place becomes. Thanks for listening to the first episode of the newly reimagined A Pensacola Perspective podcast. If there's one thing I want you to take away from today, it's this. We all have a role to play in shaping where we live. Whether you were born and raised in the panhandle or you just unpacked your boxes last month, this is your community now too. So here's what you can do this month. Look out for local cleanup events, including ones hosted by A Pensacola Perspective, Keep Pensacola Beautiful, or any other local cleaning not-for-profit groups. Do something small but meaningful. You can uplift your block, your school, or your neighborhood. Whether it's a block party or offering to mow your neighbor's lawn, let's bring the community back to our area one small deed at a time. And most importantly, share your story. Whether it's something you've already been doing to make a difference or a new idea you're just starting to try. If you have a dream you like to make happen, let's do all that we can to make that idea a reality. You can tag us on social media at #APP850 or shoot us a message at info@app-inviteonly.com. I have no problem in driving the change that we want to see, but we have to be meaningful and actionable in the change that we're trying to make and make it happen for us, no matter the change. We're back on Thursday, August 29th, with another short episode about youth enrichment and what it really means to invest in the next generation in our areas. If you've got thoughts or stories to share for that one, please send them my way. Until then, keep showing up, keep speaking up, and keep shaping your Pensacola perspective.